Akil Gene Pollard, otherwise known as Bobby Shmurda, is a singer-songwriter born in Miami, Florida on August 4, 1994. When he was only 1 year old, his father, Gervais Johnson, was arrested for attempted murder. Shmurda's mother, Leslie Pollard, decided to relocate and bring Akil and his older brother Jais to East Flatbush in Brooklyn, New York. He was diagnosed with ADD at a young age, so he had trouble in school. He would often run out of class and always finish his assignments last minute. His brother and his friends started selling drugs in the 9th grade, so Bobby followed in his big brother's footsteps and started dealing in the 5th grade. He also had run-ins with the law early on. He was initially arrested on a weapon possession charge, but it was dropped soon after. He then violated the terms of his probation and was detained for 15 months. Shmurda's first music endeavor was a remix of the song Knuck If You Buck by Crime Mob at the age of 10. His biggest inspirations were Tupac, Biggie, and Lil Wayne. Shmurda is famously known for his song Hot, which was recorded in a 1-hour-long studio session and only ran his pockets $20. Another memorable moment throughout Shmurda's career was his hat toss. Rumor has it that Bobby Shmurda found it about a week ago. This song gained a lot of traction through YouTube shortly after its release in the spring of 2014. This was partly due to the virality of his Shmoney dance on the short-form content platform Vine, where Shmurda was quickly becoming a popular meme. He was then signed to Epic Records as a 19-year-old with a 7-figure deal. The record label then released Hot on all other platforms as his debut single. It now has over 1 billion streams across all platforms and spent 23 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, peaking at number 6. But this wasn't the only way he became an internet sensation. He started to become even more well-known because of his arrest, but this is how Bobby Shmurda ended up in jail. In December of 2014, when Shmurda was only 20 years old, he was arrested outside of Quad Recording in Manhattan, where Tupac was shot and allegedly killed in 1994. He then spent 6 years in jail being held at Clinton Correctional Facility in upstate New York. Shmurda, his brother Jais, and other members of G-Stone Crips were charged on a 69-count indictment. According to the police, he was arrested for being the ringleader of a street gang, GS9. Offenses of this indictment included murder, attempted murder, weapons possession, and drug dealing. In this investigation, cops were able to uncover 21 weapons, including a handheld weapon found on Shmurda at the time of the arrest. Another piece of evidence that was used against him was a line from Hot, which says, "While in jail, Shmurda learned a lot of valuable lessons. One of these lessons being that his music had a positive impact on people, and that he genuinely had fans. It was 2016, I was in the box. A 6-year-old girl wrote to me. She said I was her favorite rapper. That just let me know the kids are watching me and I have to be a role model," he said. Fan mail like this encouraged Shmurda to continue his music career once he was released from jail. He had never taken his potential music career seriously because he didn't know the impact he had on people, or that he could really make something out of his musical talent.
I was a drug dealer, so once I got into a business, I understood the business. Like, I was a drug dealer since I was 12. I was outside. I don't know what junior high school looked like. I shot 13 motherfuckers, did all that shit in the street, did everything. You know what I'm saying? Big homie when I was like 17. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. I could like, when I got into the industry and I really sat down in jail and I paid attention and read a book, because I could read. Just because I dropped out didn't mean I didn't know how to read. I was still reading, still learning shit, but I was homeschooling myself. I mean, when I got into jail and I read a book about the industry, it made perfect sense. It's just like the streets.
On September 23rd, Shmurda was released from jail. On that day, Quavo, member of one of the biggest rap groups of all time, Migos, used his private jet to pick up Shmurda. Quavo then posted a picture of himself and Shmurda stepping off the jet on Instagram with the caption, "Did 6 and didn't switch. Welcome home." Immediately after his release, his mom knew he would want to get in the studio immediately, so she had one dinner with him the night of his release and then let him go to work. His first release was No Time for Sleep, which was put out 7 months after his release. A few months later, Shmurda released a song with Quavo and Rowdy Rebel titled Shmoney. This song now has over 16 million streams on Spotify alone. Bobby's streams across all platforms are up 624% since his prison release. Since his release from jail, he has put out 8 singles and 1 album, and was also featured on Eladio Carrion song with J Balvin and Daddy Yankee. He is getting ready to go on his first tour alongside Rowdy Rebel in October of 2022, performing in over 20 cities. This is Shmurda's first tour and has done roughly 9 concerts since his release from jail. It seems as if his die-hard fans are ecstatic to watch him perform live. But on the other hand, Twitter is a dark place where users are saying such things as, "Remember when Bobby Shmurda got out of prison and let us all down?" Or comments as cruel as this one, "Bobby Shmurda should have stayed locked up." There are some other comments that are actually quite humorous, such as this one, "I can't believe we for real staged a school walkout for Bobby Shmurda in 2018. But on that note, this is why Bobby Shmurda got locked up. Comment which artist you would like us to speak about next. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.